This is Tony Pollard. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Shaquille Barrett put that sack by his name in the stat sheet. We've hit the 2-minute mark in the second quarter, 14-7. That coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And the Bucs are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. Then you give up the touchdown on the last drive. Now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted...
And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Anthony Brown. And the Cowboys are going to take over at their own 41. And that now 2 interceptions thrown in the second quarter.
And you know, a lot of people look at these guys and they think to themselves that maybe, possibly, they're still thinking about the first one. And they probably are. I think in this case, he's just trying to atone for the first interception. Tried a little bit too hard, maybe forced it a bit, and instead created a second one.
Elliott on 1st down, got to get this back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Now Prescott. And this one is incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Yeah, they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. On 1st and 10, Prescott. He finds his target. It's Schultz. 7 yards, the pick up there. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Well, so much for getting separation. No chance there. Locked down tight, forcing the incompletion on that attempt.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. 2nd straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10. Brady going to throw. Looking downfield for Godwin. And this is caught. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up first and goal. Fournette running out of the gun. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. The big back Leonard Fournette able to push his way in from a yard out. And the Bucs are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point put through by Succop. And we are tied here in the second quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Now Pollard. And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And Prescott, his 3rd interception. Picked up by Ross Cockrell. And the Buccaneers are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. The clock showing just 16 seconds till the half as they line up 1st and 10. So after the INT, it's Brady. Airing this one out for Evans. And this is going to fall to the ground incomplete. That very nearly their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down. Looking back to the air on 2nd down, it's Brady. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And he will be out of bounds with no time remaining on what will be the final action of this first half. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that
he's got a man complete.
That's all you got.
10, 5, touchdown, Cowboys. Amari Cooper, 75 yards, and the Cowboys have taken the lead. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. Man, one play, 75 yards, end zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. So a good run by Fournette. Now another 1st and 10. Throwing now is Brady. Airing this one out for Evans. It's caught inside the 25. And he takes this down deep on the Cowboys side of the field. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. A shotgun give to Fournette. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Quick completion here to Johnson. He's down inside the 10 to the 8, and it comes on a gain of 8.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. They start on the ground with Elliott. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. On second down, Elliott once more. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down. Throwing, Prescott. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. Gotta say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on third and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A big play that time through the air. 34 yards. A first down carry by Elliott. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott sliding out of the pocket. And he wisely will throw that one away.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Now a running play here with Lamb. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. 7th play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8. To throw is Prescott. That is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Cowboys. CeeDee Lamb, 34 yards. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. We talk so often about how hard it is to win in the NFL when you turn the ball over, and here a late turnover leads to a 4th quarter touchdown and a 2-score lead.
And what's more important is being able to take advantage when a turnover presents itself. You've got to come up with points to make the other guy pay. They're able to do so here, and they've got a pretty good chance now of winning this football game.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And he'll get this back across the midfield stripe and down to the 47-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions.